What's up, Ragin Nation? How's it going? This is Alex, you watching the Ragin Ronin review, and I'm gonna give you one more top 10 list for 2013, and that is my top 10 action films of 2013. Of course, you already know that I'm a fanboy. I love sci-fi, fantasy, big action, big blockbuster action movies, and I think it's appropriate that I do a top 10 action movies list for 2013. And without further ado, let's get right into it. And we're going to start off with number 10, and that would be The World's End. I love the action in that movie. It was just so well choreographed, and I just found out that it was choreographed by one of Jackie Chan's regular stuntmen. It's someone from his stunt team, and he did a really great job making the action so much fun and very exciting and very innovative. So definitely got to put The World's End in this top 10 list at number 10. Number 9 would be The Last Stand, and we got a little bit of everything here. We got gun battles, we got hand-to-hand fighting, we got car chases, shootouts, and this is a fun movie. This is a really fun movie, but it's a very action-packed, generic type of action film. But it is very action-packed. I mean, it's like full of action, but it's very generic, okay? There's not a whole lot of very special things that go on there, but it's still very exciting and fun. So there you have it. That's number 9. Number 8 would be White House Down. And this is a very fun movie, directed by Roland Emmerich. And I felt that the action is just, once again, very top-notch, very exciting, and it keeps it very fun. Keyword being fun because he keeps it lighthearted. And the chemistry of Jamie Foxx and Channing Tatum really make it fun enough to the point where, like, you really want to root for these guys, and you're waiting for them to see like what kind of wisecracks come out of their mouths at each other, you know, because the good chemistry makes for some good on-screen action. So very good job Roland Emmerich did there, and it was a pretty action-packed movie. Number 7 is The Wolverine. And while the third act of The Wolverine really fell apart, everything else in the first and second act was completely solid, especially the martial arts action. Now, this isn't a martial arts movie in any way, but he was fighting against like ninjas and samurais and yakuzas who knew how to fight. And it was really cool for him to come up with like, you know, like sword, katana welding, you know, bad guys. And a lot of the action is just so well choreographed. A lot of great martial arts choreography took place there, and that bullet train fight was super cool. All right, number 6, that would be Iron Man 3. Shane Black did a really good job in staging some brand new, fresh types of action, and it wasn't just about, you know, flying around with the Iron Man suit and then shooting lasers and punching each other, you know, like metal on metal action. It was more than that. He did some really cool things there, and one of my favorite sequences was when he was rescuing the staff of Air Force One once the Air Force One blew up. That was super cool. That scene really gave me goosebumps, and I felt that this was something completely unexpected. I did not see that one coming, and I love the way Iron Man handled it, that in saving the people, and it just really was a feel-good moment, all right? Number 5 would be Pacific Rim. If you want to see robot-on-robot battle, you know, the done justice, you know, not the Michael Bay style, but like true on robot-on-robot battle, watch Pacific Rim. Because actually, you know what? It's not robot-on-robot battle. It's robot-on-alien battle. Let me get that right, okay? Let me correct myself there. It's robot-on-monster action, okay? It's so hard-hitting. Like, when I say hard-hitting, I mean boom! It is loud, okay? And you feel the impact, and I love that. You know, like it's just a whole stimulation of all your senses from the visuals and the sound and the impact, and it's just really felt like really you really feel the action, and super exciting. The final hour of the film, the last half of the film, is just full on robot on monster action. It's done really well. All right, there you have it. Number 4 would be Olympus Has Fallen. Now, a lot of people might be thinking, what the heck, you put Olympus Has Fallen after Pacific Rim, and isn't it pretty much the same as White House Down? Actually, no, that's not true, because White House Down is actually a PG-13 rated movie. However, Olympus Has Fallen is an R-rated movie, and it's very hard hitting. For a movie where you have like the Die Hard scenario, you know, like the guy who's caught in the wrong place at the wrong time and rescuing everybody, killing bad guys one by one on his own, they really did a good job with this. Antoine Fuqua really made sure he kept the action very, very fresh because, you know, and it really all comes down to the character. You want to root for this character's survival so bad that all the action that happens is very exciting and tense. And it's just a lot of fun, and he keeps it really, really action-packed. I mean, that whole invasion sequence from the North Koreans was just, it was a long sequence. I mean, it took a lot of time to get that part finished, but then after that, it was all Gerard Butler, and Gerard Butler really like just like boom, 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 bam, 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 boom, boom. You know, that was so intense. I loved it. I loved the way the action choreography was, and Antoine Fuqua's direction, and of course, Gerard Butler's performance was top-notch. All right. Number 3 would be The Hobbit, Desolation of Smaug. And while this is a fantasy movie, it did have a lot of action in it. And I think the biggest thing about this movie is the action, because a lot of people were kind of iffy about the very first Hobbit movie. They were on the fence about that one, mixed reactions. But this one really redeemed itself, and it was mainly because of the action. And I'm not just talking about like dwarf on orc fighting action. I'm talking about all kinds of action, including running away from a dragon. Okay, that part, that is some serious fantasy action that was just, I've never seen anything like that before. Peter Jackson really put together some great action sequences. The barrel sequence will always be a lot of fun and will always be remembered by a lot of people. It was like a ride. But once we got to Smaug and the whole, like, the mountain of gold and, you know, all the treasure, holy cow, you felt like you were really there, and you felt like that you're hiding from the dragon. So it's very, very awesome. Number 2 would be Star Trek Into Darkness. This is an action-packed film. For a sci-fi movie, you know, sci-fi soap operas, I mean, a movie based off a sci-fi soap opera in space, this movie has a lot of action in it. There's so many different set pieces and different types of set pieces. It wasn't just shooting phasers and fighting and spaceship battles. It was so much more, and taking spaceship battles to another level. I mean, if I've never even seen a spaceship battle or spaceship chase, you know, with missiles and phasers while in hyper speed, okay? While in like you know, like jump speed or whatever you call it, light speed. Anyways, that was really exciting. J.J. Abrams on the top of his game. And finally, the top #1 action movie of 2013 is a movie that has a lot of action in it, just non-stop action, and that would be Fast and Furious 6. This movie had crazy action. I mean, it just wouldn't stop. The hand-to-hand fighting choreography was awesome. There's not as many gun battles, but the car chases are super top-notch. The car chases and everything else that they got in there, Justin Lin just really raised the bar to the top. Like, he cannot raise it any further. You got to get another director to bring it to a whole other level. But Justin Lin really brought the A game out of everybody. You got some of the best physically athletic actors working on this together, and he put together an awesome movie. I mean, it was a lot of fun, okay? And there's just so much action in this movie. You just keep on thinking, when is this action gonna end? Especially once you get to the runway sequence, which is like, you know, goes through the entire continent. That runway sequence, you're just thinking, yeah, how long is this action gonna go on for? And there you have it. That's all I gotta say. I'm just gonna go through them again. 10 World's End, 9 Last Stand, 8 White House Down, 7 Wolverine, 6 Iron Man 3, 5 Pacific Rim, 4 Olympus Has Fallen, 3 Hobbit, Desolation of Smaug, number 2 Star Trek Into Darkness, and number 1 is Fast and Furious 6, and those are my top 10 action movies of 2013. There you have it. That's all I gotta say. Happy New Year to you guys. Let me know in the comment section below, what are your top action movies of 2013, and there you have it. Once again, Happy New Year, Happy 2013, and let's bring on a more awesome 2014. My name is Alex. To you, as always, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, The Ragin Nation. Also follow me on Twitter at Ragin Nation. I'll see you next time. Peace. You know, his stuff in it, his action elements in it, but unfortunately, once again, just like a bullet to the head, it fell short. Number 5 is Machete Kill.